Hello everybody and welcome back to the 30th episode of the 2020 presidential election state by state series. Today we're covering the state of Kansas between incumbent President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. Let's get started with the 2008 election results between Republican John McCain and former President Barack Obama. John McCain won in Kansas with 56.48% of the vote to Barack Obama's 41.55%. He carried all 6 electoral votes in the state by a margin of 184,000 votes and 15 percentage points. As compared to the national average, Kansas went 10.8 points to the right, solidifying itself as a safe Republican state, even in an election as one-sided as 2008. Then in 2012, Republican Mitt Romney won with 59.66% of the vote to Obama's 38.05%. So he improved by 3% over John McCain, and Barack Obama saw his numbers decrease by 3%. This time around, Mitt Romney won by 249,000 votes, and the state of Kansas shifted 2 points further to the right from 2008 to 12.5 points versus the national average. Finally, in 2016, Donald Trump won, but actually performed worse than McCain and Romney did, a very rare occurrence. He carried 56.16% of the vote to Hillary Clinton's 35.74%. So Clinton actually dropped 3% from Obama's performance in 2012, and thus Trump actually won by almost the exact same margin of raw votes as Romney did. Clearly, there was a strong third-party presence as the state went back down to just 10 points to the right against the national popular vote total. Now moving on to the data, the 538 polling average has Trump ahead by 9.1 points over Joe Biden, a 50.1% margin in his column to Joe Biden's 41%. So right now, the 538 polling average actually has the state of Kansas within 10 points. Whether or not we can trust the validity of this in a state as typically conservative as Kansas will remain to be seen. However, in 538's forecast that was just released, Donald Trump has a 12-point edge over Joe Biden, 55% to 43%. Then in the GHK forecast, so the second of now 4 forecasts we can use to predict the 2020 presidential election, Trump has a 12.6-point edge, 54.1% in his column, to Joe Biden's 41.6%. Then in the Our Progress forecast, Trump has an 11.7-point edge, 53.8% in his column, to Joe Biden's 42.1% in the Our Progress forecast. And finally, in the ECONOMIST forecast, 13.8 points. That is the margin for Donald Trump. This is the largest margin out of all of these pieces of data. He has 56.9% in this forecast to Joe Biden's 43.1%. And as for the data consensus, which combines all of this data and averages it out, Donald Trump has an 11.8 point advantage, 54% in his column to 42.2% for Joe Biden. So the data is on Trump's side, but not nearly by as much as you would initially expect. But with that, the polls have now closed, and we have a major projection coming in right now. Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Kansas. The Republican incumbent, as expected, has carried all 6 electoral votes in the state of Kansas. He defeats former Vice President Joe Biden in the state with 55.23% to Joe Biden's 41.38%. So Joe Biden actually improved upon Hillary Clinton's numbers in the state of Kansas as expected. However, Donald Trump actually declined by about 1% in the state of Kansas from his 2016 numbers. He wins by 171,000 votes over Joe Biden and a vote total of 685,000 votes to Joe Biden's 513,000. And taking a look at the Kansas county map, along with the results of the largest 8 counties across the state, as you can see, Joe Biden won in Johnson County, in Shawnee County, in Winnedoc County, in Douglas County, and in Riley County, while Donald Trump won in Sedgwick County, in Leavenworth County, and in Butler County. So as you can see, despite Joe Biden winning in 5 of the largest 8 counties across the state, Trump still won by a convincing 14-point margin thanks to the more rural conservative vote across the state. This does bring Donald Trump up to 167 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 135. As you see the updated U.S. electoral map, 236 electoral votes remain out there left to be called, and Donald Trump extends his popular vote advantage over Joe Biden to 507,000 votes, 48.06% in his column, to Joe Biden's 47.39%, with Joe Jorgensen and Howie Hawkins coming in 3rd and 4th place respectively. But that does it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, as well as check out all of the other state-by-state predictions in this playlist. Thank you all so much for watching, and tune in next time.